Well, hello world, and welcome to Real Cooking at Home. My name is Mark, and y'all, we named this channel Real Cooking at Home for a reason. We wanted to share with y'all the way we actually cook. No tricks, no fancy anything, and this recipe is one of those that we've been actually putting off, not because it's not absolutely spectacular delicious, but because of the process, and it's not a big process. It's just we take a lot of help from the store on this recipe, but it is homemade. By no means are we saying that this is an authentic bolognese. By no means. It is the spaghetti sauce, the spaghetti meat sauce that we absolutely love. And today is a day off, and we are completely out of it in the freezer, so I wanted to take this time to replenish the freezer with our spaghetti sauce because we use it in so many different things other than spaghetti. But let's go over what we're going to need to make our meat sauce that we use on our spaghetti. So right over here, we've got 1 pound of Italian sausage, about 1.25 pounds of ground beef, our homemade chicken stock. This is 2 cups. This is 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, a beer, a Budweiser, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of tomato paste. This is spaghetti sauce packets. This is the thick and zesty version of those. We love the portobello mushrooms in a can. Along with that, we've got about 3 tablespoons of butter, some bay leaf. This is 3 medium carrots that I've grated down on a box grater. Right here, I have got my vegetables. Now, this is 2 large green bell pepper. I have got about 5 cloves of garlic that I minced. This is 1 large onion at a medium-sized dice. Right here is some seasonings. If it was in season, I would use fresh herbs. But right here, I've got some rosemary, some oregano, and some thyme. And that is a teaspoon each of those. So right now, what I'm going to do is get my meat over in my pan. I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of olive oil to get my meat going. Okay, our meat has been browned. I've reduced the temperature to about medium-low. I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables in. This is the onion, bell pepper, and the garlic. And I'm going to cook this down in the meat for a couple of minutes until it just begins to soften. And I drained off the fat that comes from my meat as well. Oh, y'all, anytime you put peppers, onions, and garlic into a hot pot, it smells amazing. Amazing. Okay, now our vegetables are just about to get tender. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw in our spaghetti sauce packets. This is that little help from the store I was telling you about. Now I've got my 2 cans of tomato paste. Plop that over in. Just like that. Now this gets really thick really quickly. But what I want you to do is stir in this tomato paste until everything's evenly coated. Everything's really coated really good right now. Now, I'm going to add this beer. Now, we have Budweiser on hand, so that's what I'm putting in. Now, y'all, sometimes I use red wine. Sometimes I use white wine. Sometimes I use this beer. Sometimes I use another beer. It just depends on what I've got on hand. But anything will do. And if you don't want to use an alcohol at all, just double up on your chicken stock. Give that a stir around. It's going to loosen things up a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is pour in our 2 cups of chicken stock. This is our homemade chicken stock, and you can find the chicken stock recipe right here on Real Cooking at Home. And right now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and add our dried herbs in. This is our thyme, rosemary, and oregano. I'm going to sprinkle that over in, give it a stir. Now, once our dried herbs have gone in, I'm going to go ahead and add in my 2 cans of tomatoes. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and add in this 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce and my bay leaves, y'all. So just stir those up and bring them up to a bubble. Okay, our sauce has been cooking for about 30 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to have to add any more juice to it because it looks great as it is. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and add in our 2 cans of drained portobello mushrooms. Now, y'all, you can use any mushroom that you would like in this. I really like the canned portobello, so that's what we're going to use. And I'm also going to put in our carrot. Now, y'all, the carrot adds such a sweetness to the sauce. It doesn't make it sweet, but it gives a sweetness to the sauce that is unmatched by anything. It's just really, really good. I'm also going to throw in about 3 tablespoons of butter right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're going to give it a taste. If I think it needs to go a little bit longer, I'll let it go a little bit longer. All right, our spaghetti sauce has been in for over an hour. And I'm trying to come over here and look. It has just went slow and on a really gradual simmer. Look at all the chunky vegetables. This is the spaghetti sauce of my dreams. And the good thing about this sauce, y'all, is you can totally do it to you. Do it the way you want to do it. Don't like onions? Don't put onions in. Don't like bell peppers? Don't put bell peppers in. Don't like mushrooms? Leave them out. This is totally a roadmap to a wonderful, hearty, delicious spaghetti meat sauce. If you don't like Italian sausage, hey, leave it out. You want to put in ground turkey? Put in ground turkey. It's so up to you. That's the beautiful thing about this roadmap or this technique that we used to make our spaghetti sauce. It's totally up to you. But now it's time to taste, and I'm so excited. This is my little tasting bowl. And I'd be lying if I said I hadn't tasted it already, because I have. Notice I didn't put any salt in it, y'all. It don't need it. If you think it needs a little salt, add it. Y'all, I love a chunky spaghetti sauce. The tomatoes, the bell pepper. You've even got the carrot. If you like this video, y'all give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Leave a comment down below. Just let us know what you're thinking. Until next time, get in the kitchen and cook. Bye, y'all. Stick your nose in that. Stick your nose in that. Not them. They can't smell nothing. This is not smell-o-vision. You, stick your nose in that.
Who, me?
Yes, stick your nose in that.
I know what it smells like.
Sweet. Jesus.